Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another Escape from Tarkov video. I am your boy, Rion the Sad Panda, and as promised today, I have another fantastic video for you. Over at my stream at twitch.tv at Rion the Sad Panda, we've had several discussions about patch 12.5 as well as 12.6. One of the main considerations that we were really bringing up last night in a discussion was, what do we expect from dynamic loot? Now, it is key to remember that in the past, BSG has given us very limited information on various fixes, let's say new recipes, new barter items. For instance, the introduction of a barter item for LEDX. They didn't tell us anything about it, it was just introduced. Now, I know by itself this isn't a good trade. However, I personally have liked it that they don't always give us every single detail about what's going to happen. Reason being, BSG and Nikita has always stated that the market, and not only the market, the core game element of this game shouldn't be focusing on items. So hence, let's say they remove the number of grenades that you could buy from 20 to 10. They don't tell us about it because otherwise the market is just going to be flooded by very expensive grenades after that patch had hit. People will just buy tons and tons and tons of grenade. Let's say the week before that's going to hit, it's going to be reduced to 10 grenades, which it currently is, and people will just sell it for a maximum price. Now that's totally eliminated by the idea that you have to find your items in raid. However, in terms of dynamic loot, they haven't given us much. What they have given us, however, as mentioned a little bit earlier, they feel like the core gaming element of what they want for EFT is sort of lost. LEDXs, red key cards, any blue key cards, any static spawn locations for very valuable items that are basically game changing. People, including hatchlings, are running to these locations by using stims to be able to give them more stamina than everybody else. They would literally, if you've played Shoreline and you know the resort, it's basically a race on who gets the best spawn location, either to the left of East Wing or the left back just by the rock passage exit of East Wing. If you get one of those spawn locations, well, you almost don't have a choice and you have to run for East Wing to try and get those sweet LEDXs. Now that's something personally, if you've been over at my stream, I haven't been doing. BSG has said that they wanted to try and get away from this. Now the core element of what this actually means, we don't know, but what I think it means and what Nikita has told us is that items such as duffel bags, green boxes, ammunition cases, they to some element did it with keys by putting them in jackets, has changed, and they want to make sure that people explore the whole of a map instead of just focusing on a couple of hotspots on the map. As seen right now, opening these boxes and seeing those gray items, those grayed out blocks, it means that this box is giving you the opportunity to find an item out of the whole item pool. Now, I think what this means for dynamic looting is that when we find these spots where there's duffel bags and boxes and ammunition cases, that we might actually have a very small chance of finding these valuable items that we are looking for. Don't get me wrong, items such as LEDXs, such as defibs, you know, are most likely still gonna spawn in the resort. Rooms such as 222, 226 will probably still have some value, but I think the spawn locations within the room itself is gonna be a lot less or a lot more frequent for the more basic items as well, so that everybody doesn't just congregate to one spot. And if you have the furthest spot, then you almost give up on a map and just try and exit and try again. If we take a look at a map such as Reserve, where we can find folders of intelligence, battery spawns, bullets, I think these will still be prevalent in the specific rooms. However, what I do believe is that the mark rooms that might be protected by the cultist will probably have even more value. I could never understand why a marked key, first and foremost, is so prevalent, and secondly is so cheap. It costs you about, let's say, 80,000 for a 25 out of 25 room where you have the opportunity to pick up a 1 million ruble item such as a weapons case. Now, I'm not saying that I hope that static loot is totally eliminated from the map. What I do say is I'm pretty curious to see how removing these dynamic loot spawns for your high tier items is going to influence the way that specifically hatchlings run. The one thing that Akita has said is that finding those items in raid, you also can't just have a run through, because that will redact the item's value of finding in raid. So you're gonna have to either kill a PMC, search him, or kill a scav and search him. I'm looking forward to this to see what they have in store for us. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think in terms of the dynamic looting. Are you looking forward to it? Aren't you looking forward to it? And what do you think that they can maybe do different? Thank you again so much for tuning in. I'm your boy, Rion the Sad Panda. I hope that you are all having a fantastic week, that you're keeping safe. Follow me on Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter at Rion the Sad Panda. Stream through Mondays to Sundays. Really appreciate the support. Thank you so much. And like I always say, gentlemen, laat ons gooi, mannen. Laat ons gooi. Peace.